So do you feel like you're not getting the rewards for your business for all the hard work that you're putting into it? Hi, I'm Martin Sharp, award-winning speaker, mentor, coach and consultant, and today we're going to be talking about one of those key things that I find every small business owner really enjoys, and that is profit. But what do you do if you're not actually making enough profit in your business? What are some of the kind of symptoms you might be experiencing, and how can you deal with those? Now, when you are not making enough profit in your business, it's probably causing you an amount of stress because you're not necessarily getting the money that you need to be able to pay the business and make sure that's going to run the way it needs to do, or even for yourself, for your own family and your needs. And this kind of stress will cause you anxiety, might cause you some pain, it might cause you some problems in the fact that you can't do what's necessary. And while ever you're in this kind of stressful situation, this kind of moves across everybody inside your organisation. People can spot somebody who's stressed from a mile off. And the thing is, nobody wants to be around anybody who's really stressed. Just think about it. When was the last time you actually spent some time with somebody who's incredibly stressed? Did you actually find it was an enjoyable time? Did you find that actually if you come across somebody who's desperate to sell to you, that actually it just completely turns you off? And these are some of the key symptoms that you may be experiencing if you've got a lack of profit coming into your business. And the one thing we know, it's hard enough to be able to get clients, let alone having to turn them off in the times when you're feeling stressed about it. So what are some of those kind of key things that you could be doing to make sure that you're not lacking in profit and that you can actually take advantage of them? Because once you've got the profit inside your business, then you can do all sorts of things. For example, you may be able to use it to propel your growth. You may be able to use it to invest in new tools, in new equipment, or in new training. You may look at being able to develop a new product or a new service and actually putting that reinvestment into your business to good use. It could be that actually you take some of that profit out to work for yourself and your family, do your own personal development potentially, or even take that amazing family vacation that you've been planning for years but never actually managed to do. So, what areas of the business should you be looking at if you're lacking in profit today? Well, first of all, let's think about one area which is around how you're pricing your work. Because if you're not pricing it high enough, then straight away, that's where your profit's going to be lost. If you're buying goods in, let's say, at £10 and you're selling them out at £5, then straight away you're making a loss. And this for me is one of the key things, because many small business owners don't actually look at the true cost it is to actually provide that service. So while the direct costs, maybe of a wage or maybe in the form of the materials that you're using, only add up to £4, giving you £1 of profit, the indirect costs may add up to a lot more. So you need to make sure that you've got all of your costs baked into your product and you're actually then selling that out at a value which gives you a profit. Sounds simple enough, but how many businesses out there don't do that? And could that be one of the reasons why you're not making what you need to? The second thing to look at is actually the costs that you've got behind them. Are you paying too much for these services? How many of those subscriptions do you really need and how much can you get rid of? In many cases, organisations sign up to memberships, to software, to services with the greatest intention and just leave them. And over the years, these kind of things accumulate, you keep paying for them, but do you actually get the benefit from them that you thought you were going to do the first time? If you're not, then what you need to be doing is looking at how you can get rid of some of those costs straight away. And this way, you'll be able to make sure that you're maximising the return on every pound you have inside your business. One other thing you need to be thinking about when it comes down to a lack of profit is really, are you actually got the right volume of sales? You might have the right idea of how much it's going to cost to provide your service and be able to put a great margin on there. You might even have some great clients that are buying your product, but if you're not selling enough of these things, then the reality is you're not going to be making enough profit. So how can you reposition your product or service to be able to bring in more sales? What do you need to do to be able to increase the turnover, increase the volume inside your organisation so you're doing more? While we're thinking about volume, then one of the other key things you can be thinking about is all comes down to how are you actually winning those sales? Are you spending hour upon hour on lots of tiny sales? Or actually you make a similar kind of effort for larger sales, in which case do you need to split up how you're actually selling to people? Maybe you need to put the smaller products into an online offering or something that's automated, and then that way it takes your time and makes better use out of it. And then potentially you could be spending more of your time and more of your sales team's time in looking for those larger clients and being able to spend that detailed time you need with them building that product and making it even better. Now, the last thing we're going to touch on today, specifically around the lack of profit, is probably the number one reason why I believe organisations don't make the profits that they want to. And that all comes down to the simple fact that they don't have a goal in mind. If you don't have a profit goal in mind, then how can you know whether you've achieved it or not? Where do you know where you're going? How do you measure it on a month-by-month basis? How do you know whether the margin that you've set is correct or not? So first you need to do is actually set what is the profit you're going to have, and then set the profit first. Bake that profit into the cost of sale, into the way that you're going to put that solution together to make sure that you have the money coming into your business. If you don't include the profit in your business and you're just going out there pricing based on what everybody else is doing, then the chances are that you're costing yourself money, and that's where your pain comes from. So hopefully you found these tips really useful. If you have, then please click like, subscribe buttons, and also think about joining our online Facebook group, the Growth, Profitability and Sustainability Group. Have a great week ahead. Bye for now.
Thank you for watching the video. I hope you've really enjoyed the content. I've got some real benefit in how to build your growing, profitable and sustainable business. Please like and comment below, and remember to share this content to somebody you believe could really benefit from it. If you haven't done already, subscribe to our channel and remember to turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next great tip in how to build your growing, profitable and sustainable business. Bye for now.